So I was thinking that if somebody had a question, or let me restart that. I was thinking, being the fact that I'm new to airsoft, I've only been doing this, let's say, I want to say continuously for like the last year and a half, going on 2 years now. And if there was something that I could ask somebody in the beginning that would have probably helped me out, or I would have saw the most benefit from, what would that be? And after all of the guns that I've pulled apart and built so far within the last 2 years, what I would say, that if you have to do anything whatsoever that you have to crack open your gearbox for, spend 25 bucks and pick up a speed trigger. Okay? And the reason I say that is that I'm a big fan, as you can see, of T238, but I have got experience with other ones as well. I've got a max trigger installed in this ARP9. I've got a speed trigger right there set up for when I pull apart my Zion arms. But the reason I say this is that if you have to pull this apart, if you're going to a deck and you're pulling this apart for anything, if it's a repair, or let's say you're going to upgrade something, spend the 25 bucks and pick up a speed trigger. Because no matter what you do inside of here, you will automatically see a benefit immediately from this trigger. It runs like day and night. It's the best 25 bucks that I think that you can spend. If you, like I said, if you have to open this up for anything, spend the 25 bucks and buy a speed trigger. You will thank me later. The trigger reaction, the trigger over travel, everything, you can adjust it all to where it's like a tiny little light switch. And you got one thing to remember is that this is only going to work on a micro switch or a optical MOSFET. This will not work with your standard trolley trigger system. So like I said, if you're going to upgrade to a MOSFET trigger ETU system of any kind that has either a micro switch or they have an optical sensor, this is worth its weight in gold, because you can set it up to where it can be just absolutely featherable. I like mine to have, if you look at this, you can see that there's still a little bit of travel, but for me this is perfect. I like the way this is. Now I will say there are some things about each one of these companies' products. Like I said, I've got T238 here, there's a max trigger there, and then the speed trigger that's still new right up there. Is that with the max trigger that I installed in this ARP9, is that I had to go back in and replace the trigger spring that came with the max trigger, because it was just too soft. It didn't want to return the trigger all the way. I had problems with it, so I pulled it out and put a stock trigger spring in there from basically the trigger that was in it, and it works and functions perfectly now. But other than that, all three products, and like I said, I'm partial to the T238, because first of all, if you can wait for the shipping, this is 15 bucks. $15 from T238. The max triggers and every place else I see, everything is anywhere between 25 and 30 bucks. So you can get it for half the price if you're willing to wait for it to get here from China. It'll take a while. But I really like this product, and it's cheaper. If you can find somebody that's got them here local for the price that you can buy them from direct, I would scoop them up. Great investment. Once again, the best 25 bucks you can spend if you have to open this up for any reason and you have a digital trigger. Okay? Cannot be the old style trolley system. It has to have a digital trigger system, either a micro switch or an optical sensor. Okay? If you have either one of those, you will absolutely, I can't tell you enough how much you will appreciate having an adjustable trigger. So, with that being said, I thought I would share that little bit of tidbit of knowledge that I picked up so far. Um, if I ever pull any of my other guns apart, they will absolutely get speed triggers put into them. That's why I said I've got a couple here that are gonna go in guns that I have already. But it's money well spent. So I hope this helps you out if you're thinking about it or not. This is my opinion. Hopefully it helps. If anything, maybe it's a little entertaining. Till next time, y'all take care. This is Red Airsoft. Later.